In this video, how to tap into your intuitive powers.
Yeah, in between clients, we're like, let's get on and talk shit. Welcome back, everybody.
And if you're just getting to know us,
I'm Heather.
And I'm David.
I'm Zen Rose Garden. And if you've just found us, welcome. Say hi in the comments. It's great to connect.
If you're new, consider subscribing right over there and click that bell, probably right about down there. Zen Heads, it is time to tag up. For all of our Zen Heads in Zen Head Academy, let us know that you're here with a hashtag Zen Head for life.
And if you're watching live, give us a hashtag live tribe.
And if you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay fam.
He loves that part.
I do.
I try to give him all the space he needs.
All the spaces.
If you are a healing arts professional,
or you just want to be, put a hashtag healing pro in the comments and let us know what you do.
We were talking this morning after our live about spiritual practices that we have done throughout our lives to kind of help us tap in. And like growing up, it was like I was kind of taught you have to do it this way to tap into, to keep connected, your soul connected, your spirit connected. Right. So there's like, I had specific ways, but I want to know, like, what is one spiritual practice that you guys, that has helped you enormously? I don't care what it is, but what is one spiritual practice that has helped you tap into your intuitive powers? Not necessarily talking about mediumship or psychic stuff, but your intuitive powers, your soul, your spirit.
Yeah.
Tell us. While David's thinking and you're thinking, talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Yes. When I was a kid, I took up reading tarot cards as an adult, and I had tarot card readings on the down low from some of my witchy friends when I was a teenager. But when I was a kid, tarot cards were considered super evil. Like they're a gateway to Satan's domain, right? So it was like there was this terror around them, but also this fascination because the things that we're told not to do were fascinating.
Taboo things are definitely, they have an allure to them.
So when my witchy friends, whoever those are, would read the cards, it was like always really kind of spot on. And I thought it was really cool. And Satan didn't arrive at the party, just And so when I finally bought my own tarot cards, I realized after using them and kind of studying the pictures on the cards and what they meant and like how the whole tarot spread is like a journey through life. And I really started to read the history. I was like, these are triggers to connect the archetypes of the non-conscious, the collective unconscious to the conscious mind. And this kind of trains the mind because you got pictures to get out of the mind's way, right? Train the mind to get out of the mind's way and open the doorway to your knowing. So the ritual of wrapping your tarot cards after a session is great, right? And like putting them away, it means that you're kind of closing the door to that space. It's not that you're like closing the door to the underworld. It's just you're turning off the doorbell, you're turning off the thing, and you're going back to your normal waking state. So I saw the best movie about this. I'm sure I've said something. It's called The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Oh, yes.
And I think it's from like the early 80s, late 70s. It's a really old movie. A tribe in Africa, and a plane flies over the tribe. Drops a Coke bottle, and it lands in the middle of this tribe. They're just a super primitive tribe, and this Coke bottle like comes crashing down, and they're like, it's a gift from the gods. So they create this whole ritual around the Coke bottle, and the Coke bottle becomes a shortcut to like tap into that space where they meet the divine. But you can say that it's a silly movie, like on the surface, oh my gosh, they're so stupid. But really, it's about
creating ritual.
It's about creating ritual. But if you're just watching it and you're like, it's silly, you're not getting exactly what it's about.
Right.
So
when you create a habit of tuning in and tapping in with a spiritual practice of any kind, it doesn't matter what the practice is, it strengthens that gateway.
As long as it doesn't hurt puppies is what I'm saying. We're not trying to hurt puppies. No. So take, for instance, the act of rolling out a prayer mat. Okay, I'll go into religion right now. So you're rolling out the prayer mat and kneeling in prayer, striking the pose and getting into that position. Like this looks like a kind of like little prayer mat rolling out right here. You're signaling, it lets you know that you are leaving the realm of the ordinary and connecting to the realm of the extraordinary. The reality is you're in the human world, you're on a mat that's just made of cloth, but you're telling your mind you're entering a new realm.
It's kind of like when you have coffee in the morning, for those of you that drink coffee, and that is your ritual that connects you to a personal time out most of the time. Okay, so it gives you, for us, it definitely gives us a moment to breathe, a moment to connect, a moment to connect with each other, a moment to talk about business, talk about our life, talk about our day, whatever it is. It's that moment to connect. So over time, we think of coffee and it automatically goes to that wonderful feeling of relaxing and connecting.
Yeah, totally. My yoga mat is like my magic carpet. Like when I roll my yoga mat out and I know I'm going to devote my hour to that, to my yoga practice. Oh man, I just like, boom, I'm transported. I'm on my magic carpet. Sometimes even imagine it like I'm on this magic carpet, and that it transports me and I've done that for so many years that when I do it, it's like, boom, there I am.
Automatic, instantaneous. Yeah. So pick one. It doesn't matter which one. Pick one that you enjoy and be consistent. Okay. It is something to trigger that conscious mind that you are stepping out of the way and allowing that mystic self to surface.
So basically it turns the peephole, let's say the peephole, into the door. So you've got this little peephole, and that peephole is all you've got to access that. I'm not trying to be dirty. But it turns the peephole into a door. Let's say you're having a hard time tapping into your intuition, and it's like this little tiny peephole, and you can't really access it. When you do spiritual practice, it turns that peephole into a door, makes the peephole bigger. It's like keeping the door maintained with a bit of grease every day, right?
So don't make it weird with a peephole and some grease.
I'm not trying to make it weird.
So Blazing Turtle says, speaking of coffee, I've had some profound experiences during a caffeine buzz. Is that a common experience that others share as well? It can be. And it doesn't matter what the drug is. Caffeine just happens to be a drug that opens your mind in a particular way, and caffeine amplifies your mind. Sure. So it's opening up that particular doorway to bring you profound experiences.
Well, caffeine dilates your blood vessels too. So think about what's happening with all of this up here. So sure, why not? Especially if you're in the right state of mind to be receptive. So why does this work basically? Let's say you are driving along. I'll give you an example. David's going to be this steering. Okay.
This is how I drive all the time.
Not really. So you are driving along and your intuition is trying to tell you, hey, you should go home a different way today because there might be something happening over here, or you're going to meet your twin flame over around the corner. You're going to miss it, right? So, and you can't really hear the message because you haven't been doing this kind of spiritual practice. You have an inkling, but you're not sure whether to follow it.
It's like a little mouse is outside of the door, but that dirty little peephole is too high, too small, and too dirty. So it's you and that peephole.
So
she started
like,
the peephole.
Ding, 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 ding. The mouse is going ding, 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 ding. But you practice every day. Then in your day-to-day, it becomes a door that opens, more easily than the little peephole. I hope this analogy is working for you guys. And eventually it's like an automatic door that just opens like at the grocery store, like you don't even have to think about it.
Intuition overload, aisle 10.
Right now it's a David overload.
David overload, aisle here.
So basically there's so many different ways that you can do it. The most important thing is to find something that resonates with you, that makes it playful, it's not heavy.
So it doesn't matter. Reiki, Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, tarot, whatever your thing is, yoga, ritual, prayer,
there really are so many things. Like
coffee.
Like we said, the Coke bottle that fell out of the sky created a new ritual for whatever. I mean, this is what we do. So remember, the ritual is not the actual,
it's not the experience.
The experience. It's
doorway. The gateway and the doorway.
So I hope that was kind of fun for you.
It was tons of fun for us. And
we'll always be back to chop it up with our YouTube fam. If you liked this video, hit the like button 5 times.
If you have any insider stuff that you want to know,
let us know in the comments, because we do love to hear your stories and tell you all our personal stories.
And for more live hangouts, behind the scenes secrets, and mind hacking pro tips,
be sure to subscribe and
click that bell to turn notifications on.
So you're the first to know
when we drop a new video
or go live.
And we know that time is a valuable and precious resource, and the fact that you guys have chosen to spend that with us, most importantly with yourselves, leveling up your skills, taking your mind and your gateway to a completely new level. We absolutely honor and appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Yes. And we will see you in the next video.
See you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.